Hi guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. This is the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale clone, which the same beer that I posted some footage from in last week's Homebrew Wednesday. It wasn't brewed only a week ago, it was a few weeks now, and it's been in the keg for 4 or 5 days, and I just thought I'd give it a go. It's not quite there, carbonation's a bit low, and it's not quite cleared yet, but it's not bad. And certainly the flavour is good, hop aroma is lovely, but yeah, probably needs a little bit more time before it gets really good. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that I buy a bottle of the real thing from my local supermarket and do a side by side at some point. Maybe I'll make some footage of that and show that on a future video. So what's been going on? I've been doing lots of brewing, which is great. I'm now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all grain batches, of which this is the 4th. No, this is the 3rd. I've got number 4 fermenting just down to the left of the camera, and number 5 was done earlier today with one of my friends, which was a good day. Getting into the swing of it now. Not made any mistakes in the last couple of batches, and all seems to be getting used to my equipment and my setup that I've recently purchased, and going pretty well, getting better control of my temperatures, which is something that I wanted to do, especially with respect to the lagers, which I found to be quite a lot more difficult than ales, obviously. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the move to all grain, and hopefully the beers are going to reflect that jump in standards. A couple of things I wanted to talk about. I think I mentioned in last week's video that I'd just moved to do some kegging, and in fact this is the second beer that I've got inside a keg. So I had a birthday a few weeks ago, and I was lucky enough to get some money from some family members, enough to buy myself a corny keg starter kit from these guys, Brew UK. Seem to be pretty good guys, very fast delivery. First thing I've ordered from them, so I've not actually ordered any ingredients or anything like that at this point, but certainly wouldn't hesitate to give them a go. Really keen I was to get a batch of beer inside a keg and start pulling myself some draft pints, and it is great, but to be honest it's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I seem to be struggling with carbonation levels, especially when the keg is very full. I tend to get just a glass of foam, and then when it's calmed down a bit and I'm able to clear a bit of that foam off and get some more beer into the glass, it doesn't actually seem that carbonated when you drink it. I've got the kegs and the gas in the coldest place in the house. I don't have a fridge or anything that I can put them in. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm struggling a lot with that, so if anyone's got any advice or any pointers or can link me up to any instructions or videos or anything, that would be really great. What else? Yeast harvesting. I've had a go once or twice of washing yeast and storing it in the fridge and then building it up again in a starter and pitching it into one of my extract batches. But I did my first lager a few weeks ago, a Vienna lager, which is currently lagering in the coldest room in the house again, and it was the first time I'd used one of the Yeast smack packs, liquid yeast. all seemed to go well, although I didn't actually make a starter, which I should have done in that beer, but it did actually ferment out, and we got to a decent final gravity, so hopefully the beer will turn out alright. And I decided that because that yeast was quite expensive, I'd have a go at harvesting it and pitching it into the next batch, which I have done, and it is now fermenting, which is the one right next to the camera actually. I just wanted some feedback on techniques. On this particular job I decided just to harvest the slurry. So what I did was I got a few jam jars, I boiled them in water, just plain water, for 5 or 6 minutes just to get them absolutely sterile. Popped the lids back on them and left them out without any water in to cool down. When I racked my beer off into the secondary that it's currently lagering in, I made sure that there was enough liquid in the bottom of the fermenter to swirl the yeast cake up and into a slurry, and then I used a sanitised stainless steel jug to decant the slurry into the clean jam jars, sealed them back up again, banged them into the fridge, and a couple of days later, when I had the next brew ready, I just pitched them directly into the wort after they'd been left out of the fridge, for a couple of hours, just to warm back up to approximately the same temperature as the wort that I had ready. And it's taken off absolutely fine. I think I had bubbles merrily going along within 24 hours, and it's still going along there at a good rate, and it's pretty cold in here. I can just about see the LCD thermometer on the side of the fermenter from here, and I can see that it's just touching 14 degrees C on the bottom of that scale. So just at the high end of normal for a lager strain, I would think. So yeah, was that a good thing to do? Is that a technique that anyone else has used? Is it best practice? Does it have any advantages to washing yeast, or disadvantages indeed as well? There was quite a lot of it that went in there, probably about a litre of slurry, I would say. I mean, it's lager yeast and it went into a lager, so I knew that I had to pitch more than I would for an ale. But yeah, any feedback would be gratefully received. What else? I've been trying a few different places to buy ingredients and things like that from. I've already mentioned the guys at Brew UK. And I've just ordered a couple of weeks ago from Harry at Idle Valley Brewing. So thanks a lot, Harry. Just wanted to give him some positive feedback on a good service. I ordered some of his pale malts, so regular pale malt. I ordered some Munich, and I ordered some lager malt as well, and some hops. I think that was it for this order. But yeah, just wanted to say thanks very much. Prompt delivery, well packaged, and the brew that I did 2 days ago with it, I used some of his Munich and lager malt, and top quality stuff. So yeah, thanks a lot. So thumbs up to Harry at Idle Valley for that. I think that's more or less it for this week. So hopefully that's been of interest. I'd love to hear your feedback on a couple of issues that I spoke about there. So yeah, stay lucky. Enjoy the rest of your week, and happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. And hopefully I'll see you next week, or if not, let's hope 2 weeks' time. Cheers. Actually, before I go, there's one more thing that I forgot to mention. I see lots of you guys doing reviews of other people's beers, and I'd really like to do the same. And I'm not quite sure how I would go about doing that. How do I get hold of your beers? How do you get hold of mine? Whenever I do a batch, now that I've got the kegs, I'm planning on bottling a few bottles. At the moment I give a few away to friends, and keep a few back for myself to just see how things are aging. Well, that's what I'm planning to do anyway. But yeah, I'd be really keen to do some swaps and to get other opinions on the beers that I'm producing. So why not send me a message and let me know how all that works, and hopefully we can swap some beers. Alright, cheers guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday.